that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
Oh, man, you know that's true.
Sure you
What?
are. Fishing buddy?
Goddamn right, you're friends.
No,
you have
we're
to
not.
see the movie. You have to see the movie. You have to see the movie. So I wanted to share this with you because I was just looking at this. This guy built a perfect replica of the moon bus from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Fully wired, so it lights up. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Yeah, I love fucking people that do this scratch building. Prop building. Babylon B writes, shows Elon Musk, and it says, Elon Musk confirms he will soon have enough money to become Batman. Hey, guys. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a good week. Let's see. Gambit was first in the house. Hi, Gambit.
7 hours ago. Did you see that?
What? Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, Jesus Christ, Gambit. I can't believe that actually stayed up. Like, if I do something that early, it won't stay.
No, it does when it's the same day.
Hey.
Stop paying us.
He's got to return to form. There's been like 10 shows in which he's not the first.
Yeah, I know he's been late and shit like that.
It stays when it's the same day. When you post the day before, it will be gone.
Snort was here is at 2:07. And then we got John Whitaker in the house too. Good to see you guys. What did John say? Oh, he's just saying hi to everybody. And wait, this looks like something. Did any of you see the trailer for the new Brad Pitt movie with the dog? Is it animated?
Yeah, I think it's from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
His new film. It's the first animated film Brad Pitt's done since Sinbad, which was like a really terrible fucking movie. I don't know if anybody remembers that. He did voice act in a fucking Don Bluth Disney style animated film about Sinbad the Sailor, and it was just fucking awful.
No, I
haven't. He's not a voice
it.
actor. Oh,
No.
He's not a voice actor.
However, it cannot be worse than Ad Astra. Fuck, that movie was bad.
Well, I was told after talking about this last week that there is a fan cut, a director's cut of the film. It was the original director's cut. The studio did that cut that you saw and I saw. And I've been told, watch this director's cut, that it's a completely different movie. And it is about fathers and sons.
Yeah,
they
because
tried to turn
the theatrical movie was fathers are shit.
Yes, it was just ridiculous. So, but yeah, we saw the trailer, buddy. It's good film. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's the best trailer I've seen in weeks.
They should make a movie like that with cats.
Well, you've got a cat movie coming up from what should we call it, from Disney, Pixar, but it's a more traditionally animated film called Gatos.
Oh, I don't know about that. I've been avoided Pixar for years now.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Hey, Alpha. If they had known how to cooperate with polar bears, they would have had no problem at all.
What are we talking about there?
The gray.
Oh,
the gray.
What?
Yeah, if they'd learned to
gray?
cooperate with the polar bears, would have
Wait.
kept those wolves at bay.
He's gray. Oh shit! I watched the wrong movie.
Did you know if a polar bear wanders into a town, they put him in polar bear jail for a month with no food? Makes him never want to come to town again. They're not cooperative. Oh man. No, I got to tell you, I've watched the trailer twice now for the film, and it looks good. It also is something connected to this film where it shows
Oh
having
my
to fight
god!
themselves against wolves because wolves are the aggressors in this new Brad Pitt film, which we
Look at
want to
this.
out. What?
You got John Whitaker. He thought that your bit about being an animated movie was real.
Oh, it is. Oh yeah, no, no.
You should know by now, John, how much Gary
Yeah,
likes
Joe,
being a
don't.
dick.
You know I like doing that. I like making up shit. It's not true. Not even close to true. Um, no, the movie trailer we watched, it looked really good. I got to tell you, best trailer of the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
was really excited by the idea. I do find it interesting because I want to talk about this. That wolves typically are not aggressors. Now historically, there have been moments that involve either starvation or disease, like rabies. The Russian incidents that took place was a wide cut case of rabies spread between these packs of wolves, and they became very aggressive. And then, of course, the famous story of the wolf creature in France. I forget the name of it, um, and
Now,
that I believe was actually something else. I actually believe it was a cryptid. It was actually considered one of the earliest reports of an actual
well,
cryptid.
it may have been
It's the
uh,
beast of chivalry.
a mutation or a wolf with a mental a brain disease like the lions of Sabo.
Mm-hmm. And
Now,
with this, gives us a chance to bring up the movie, which we still haven't done yet, that I've wanted to do for years, is Brotherhood of the Wolf,
Mm,
which is a French film with an international cast, but that uh, Mark Dacascos plays the
awesome,
companion in the film, and I think he's supposed to be American Indian, uh, not part Asian, but his character is the hunter's companion, and he gets to do some of his cool action fight scenes in that movie. It's a good film, Brotherhood of the Wolf. I'm not going to say it's a great film, but I'm going to say it's a damn good film. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Wasn't there stories both sides shopping hostilities for like 3 days during World War One in Eastern? Yeah, oh, absolutely. No, that there are
ah,
reported cases of having to hunt these things. They stopped. Both sides signed a truce to fucking go kill these fucking wolf dogs. And the problem is that's probably what they were dealing with is wolf dogs, these mixed breeds. And it happens in nature where they mixed breed with dogs. And one of the concerns is that when you have a wolf that breeds with a dog, it has no fear of humans. Whereas wolves have a natural fear of humans. So yeah, absolutely, really happened. Uh, but the movie I don't like is Notorious 2000 with Anthony Mackie as being Tupac. His performance was I'm trying to remember, whack, and didn't do Tupac the Icon no justice at all. I don't think I even saw that movie.
me neither.
Let's see. Were you talking about Luke Guru?
Ah,
Rougarou, the cage encrypted. Um, Luke Guru is just a werewolf. It's a wolf band. Let's see. My favorite version of Luke Guru was when they showed in um, Johnny
Supernatural.
Quest. No,
Oh,
on the show Johnny Quest, back when I was a kid, because they get attacked by Luke Guru, which this is before Scooby Doo. It was a guy in a mask. So in many ways, Johnny Quest inspired Scooby Doo. as food or as someone to watch in the chat? Yeah, I'm probably never going to see it. And I'm trying to remember who else was in that. Let me go look it up. It seems like there is another big name in that film.
Dude, well, I've been trying to remember. Around the same time The Gray came out, there was another movie, but there were some kids trapped in a telepheric, in a skiing telepheric with a pack of wolf at the at ground level, and they were upstairs. Do you remember the name of that movie?
Say it again. Describe it one more time.
Some kids were trapped in a skiing telepheric. I don't know what's the name of the thing. And they lost power and.
Oh, yeah. It's actually based off of an actual incident. I know the movie you're talking about. Yeah.
Can you remember the name? Because I've been trying to get it back, and man, my memory has let me down yet again.
I'm trying to see something else right now. City of Lies is the movie that I liked, that I thought was a pretty good film. Not great, but a pretty good film. City of Lies is about the investigation into the death of Tupac Shakur and Biggie, and starred Johnny Depp and Forrest Whitaker. With
Thank
Johnny
you,
Depp with Johnny Depp as Tupac Shakur and with Morgan. I mean, with the other actor as Biggie. You know, Notorious B.I.G. It's not true. I just made that up. They play the cops that are investigating the murder. Yeah, Frozen is the name of the film. That's it. Yeah. Well, since you asked, you are entertaining and also probably tasty. Tasty. There we go. Movie where kids are stuck in ski. This is considered a horror film. Yeah, it's Frozen. I just double checked.
From 2010.
Not to be mistaken for Frozen by Disney.
God, no.
That's what they're yelling to the wolves. Let it go.
Let it go. 2010 was based on true story, and I'm trying to remember what the story was. Drew from his childhood anxieties. No, it wasn't based on the actual events. Okay. There is a film about a ski lift that was based on a true story, and I can't remember what it was. I thought it was that one. Yeah, I'm going to close Facebook because it keeps beeping, chirping in my ear.
That is always nice.
It's annoying. It's distracting.
Yeah.
You have that boom. You have a message. Boom. You have an update.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings is based on the true story of a fat guy who ate an entire bobsled team from Jamaica when he was high on hashish.
We should do a show like this. Somebody gives you a random movie title and you create a story.
A fictional movie, completely wrong. It's something I enjoy doing, fucking up real facts on purpose.
Hey, Meth.
Hi, Meth.
So what is up? Let's get him his video. And there it is.
Man, is there anything more common in these times than a rural Jew?
There you go. Hope you're doing
we need Snorty's video
today,
too.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I Apologize. Yep. Oh, we both were
Go
for
ahead.
it.
I thought I was going to get there before you.
Well,
What is this?
Jinx,
A
you owe
race?
me a Coke.
I'm once again not in my own house on Friday. I hope that's not bad news.
I like how much Snody enjoyed his video.
Yeah.
The brain freeze.
You could say that.
I need to check something here.
Oh man, I really like this movie.
The Gray is an intense film, and the first time I watched it, I think it was with Mac, because we watched a lot of movies together, and we had a tendency to being drawn to some of the same directors. And this was Joe Carnahan. I fucking like his filmmaking. I just like it, and I loved hearing some of the stories of behind the scenes, like Liam was talking about. He's like, even though he'd worked with him previously, he says, I'd forgotten just how funny he can be behind the scenes, constantly making jokes. And which is something you kind of need in the environment they had to shoot in, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie was as harsh to shoot in as it looks in the film.
The weather
Like,
is real. All the storms
yeah.
and that shit. No CGI there.
He says snow coming in sideways.
Minus 40
And
degrees Celsius. I don't know. I
yeah,
think it's the same in Fahrenheit. Minus 40 is
Liam
what I need.
was talking at one point, said that he says, there are some days where I didn't know how we're going to do this. In fact, I just felt like it wasn't going to happen. It's not going to work. He says, because I'm trying to figure out how to stay warm, how not to freeze to death, to stop the hurting of my skin, and while also trying to remember my lines and interact with other people. And it became a trial. And all of them said the same thing, which is, it was a challenge, and they took the challenge. And once they started filming, it was also made very clear there was only one actor that could play Otway, which is Liam Neeson. It was like, you see movies he's in, and it's like, I couldn't imagine anybody else taking on that role and being anywhere near as good as him at all. And this is one
He
of
has
them.
the intensity that's needed for that
Well,
character.
if we could get a young Clint Eastwood,
Oh, I don't think he's an under actor. He's one of those actors who goes. Liam has an intensity that Eastwood doesn't have, and which is funny because Liam really did idolize Eastwood. He really loved American movie stars, and in fact, one of them he got to work with, he idolized, which I feel sorry for him now because what a piece of shit that guy turned into is Robert De Niro. But De Niro helped him a lot. When they did the movie The Mission together back in '86, man, that movie's a really good fucking film. But I want to point out one of the things that's most important is you'll find there is this consistent theme within so many of his real dramatic roles of being about faith. And this movie is all about faith. And that as atheist as he is, what he is an angry, lapsed Catholic yelling at God at the end, still yelling at God, meaning that he knows he's there.
Calling him all kinds of names.
Yeah, calling him out like, But the thing that Carnahan said is that God deals you into the table, but you have to play the hand. And I thought that was a really good metaphor for faith and religion. You know, that when you understand, because like there's a lot of people who like expect God to actually do that. Hence the famous story of it's almost a modern parable of the family sitting on their roof after a flood, you know, and a helicopter comes by to rescue them. And they're like, no, 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 we're waiting for the hand of God, you know, and then like boats come by and everything, and nobody, you know, they turn everybody down. You know, no, that's okay. We're waiting for the hand of God to save us. And then they drown, and then they're facing God. And God says, why did you die? And they're like, well, we're waiting for you to save us. And he goes, didn't you see the helicopters and the boats I sent you?
Yeah, my dad told the Yiddish version of that joke where a rabbi is always praying, let me win the lottery, please let me win the lottery. And he never wins, and he always complains. And one day God gets annoyed and begins to talk to him. You idiot, give me a chance and buy a lottery ticket.
Buy a lottery.
And my dad pulls off Yiddish really well.
That's interesting.
He has a lot of Israeli friends. Like Leonard Bernstein, the composer, was one of his friends. And he was
really
the soul of the party, telling jokes.
I love
West Side
Bernstein.
Story.
Yeah, I love Bernstein.
Yep.
De Niro is a zero. Yeah, look, man, I liked him up to one movie. The last movie he did, I liked, was a little flick called Ronin. And he became kind of a shitheel after that. I feel like Clint played his first 10 movies as the guy who stays super cool under pressure. We wouldn't have believed him if he did an intense and loud character. It would seem phony. Yeah. And Liam's character in this, or the character of Ottawa, is as quiet and dangerous as he can be, is an intense person that has to deliver intense lines. And some great dialogue in this film. And it's all focused on a couple of things, which is this is a film about masculinity. And this is a film about death and to stop being afraid of it. And more importantly, because a lot of people don't understand why the wife, whenever she's talking to him in his dreams or memories, she says, don't be afraid. And what that is don't be afraid to fight to live, is what she's really doing. Not to die. But this movie is absolutely about death. One of the most monumental moments in the film, right near the beginning, is right after the crash, and that guy's dying. And he goes over and calms him down. He says, it'll just wash over you. Just relax. You're dying. It's happening. And it calmed him down.
Do we have a slideshow today, Martin?
Yes, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
23 minutes in.
Yeah. It's Gary's fault. He's distracted me with all that awesome music.
Hashtag blame Gary. No, I just noticed the time and then it wasn't there to throw it up on the stage.
Well, what I say is partly facetious, partly true. Gary introduced me to an awesome band today.
Yeah, I like that sound too.
I kinda bummed that I never heard of them. And can you play your song, Gary?
What?
It's not finished yet.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
I don't. Yeah, it's not
That's
quite
kind of
ready.
like a first draw.
Well, for a first draw, it's awesome. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's how he works. I usually get to hear like multiple versions of a song before he's satisfied. And then he still goes back after a month or two and works on it again. It's always work in progress.
Oh, Tim. Oh,
bad too.
Damn.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Where is it?
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
Good to see you. Man, you're not lost your job, right? No, I like Men of Honor. I really like Men of Honor. Especially because they give so much shit to McNamara.
So
That's cool.
this was like one actor you barely even notices in the film is James Badge Dale in the film. Because as I recall, he dies early. His character is Luke. And I love James Badge Dale. He is a student of Dale Dye. You got Frank Grillo. I thought, God damn, I love
Who plays
that
an asshole? He is.
Who ends up coming around?
disgraceful.
Because
Yeah,
basically,
just before dying.
No, way before that.
no, yeah, he does. He comes around, and it's the fight scene where he gets his ass handed to him by Liam.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally snaps him out of his fucking reverie of being the toughest guy on the block. And I pointed out to Anima that what you're seeing here is an echo of the wolves, which is you have your alphas and your omegas, and the alpha male is the pack leader. And clearly Liam's character is the alpha leader. And that is why that fight at the end has to happen.
He's the only one who knows about wolves, so
The
naturally.
things
he's
that
the
are
one to
happening
lead
to them are happening to the wolves at the same time. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And just so you understand, despite the history of sometimes wolves doing this is so fucking rare that there are hardly any historical records of it when it does happen. But the wolves in this story are a metaphor anyway.
They are humanized, yeah.
You're watching a metaphor. The whole film is a metaphor for things that men have to deal with fighting and with having to do the shit that they have to do to stay alive. And it's all chunked together in this one story, and I think he did. I like Joe Carnahan. I really do. I mean, you look at some of the shit he's done so far. I'm just going to go, as a producer, I'm just going to go for the director, 19 films that he did. And let's start from the beginning. Blood, Guts, Bullets, and Octane back in 1998. It's an okay film. But then he did the movie Narc. And that is a fucking great movie with, what's his name from the Goodfellas and Jason Patrick. What the fuck is his name? He just died a couple years ago or a year ago. The main character from Goodfellas. Actor. Blue eyes. Crazy blue eyes.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. So he did that movie with Ray Liotta and fucking Jason Patrick. It's a wonderful film. I'm not going to talk about the short films. Then he made fucking Smoking Aces, which I have told you time and time again, I fucking love that movie. I just fucking love that movie. I mean, if you think Chris Pine can't act, you haven't seen Smoking Aces. He's one of the best parts of that fucking movie. Well, him and the guys that play his brothers in it are just fucking great. And then you've got the A-Team, which despite some of its silliness, I like that fucking movie. And that was the movie they did together, him and Liam did just before doing this film. And what's funny is he met with Joe for coffee. And he told him the story of what he's working on right now. And he goes, would there be a part in this movie for me? And Joe's like, yeah. And he gave him the fucking lead role in it. And I think perfectly cast. I couldn't see anybody else playing this. I did watch Those Who Kill because it was a good show. It was an adaptation of a Dutch film or a TV series. And I like the Dutch series too. And never saw the movie Stretch. Boss Level. I fucking love that movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
It is such a fun fucking movie. And it's
I know. I've been putting it
Groundhog
down.
Day meets the other film that Anima remembered. What was it where the guy keeps resetting with his day? He keeps dying and then it resets to the beginning. That you brought up.
A lot of movies like that.
No, Anima brought one up last night while we were talking.
No, you brought it up.
No, I brought up the one I just said.
There is one with Morgan Freeman. It's a serious one.
Do you mean the Tom Cruise one? Edge of Tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh,
you brought that up.
That's right, yeah.
And I like it. Another film he did is the fucking movie Cop Shop with Gerard Butler. Fucking love that movie. I've not seen Shadow Force. I need to check it out. It doesn't have a very good score. He did the movie Not Without Hope, another film I've not seen. And then The Rip, which I watched last night, and I liked it a lot.
Which one?
The Rip with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
That's how you have to say his name.
Oh man, Ronin is just a great fucking movie. It just is. And you've got such a good cast. Like every single character is played by a great fucking actor. And Sean Bean doesn't die.
What?
He gets kicked off the team. That's all.
Well, you never know. You never know if he got mugged getting out of the building.
That's true. But the A-Team was fun. They adapted it well to a modern theme and stayed true to the series. It was super fun. Yeah. My only beef with that fucking movie was the tank scene, but I still enjoyed the tank scene.
I love the tank scene, man.
It's so much fun. You have to check your brain at the door with that scene. You have to, because it defies every law of physics. But god damn it, it's fucking cool that you can control the descent of a fucking tank. You're flying a fucking tank.
Just by firing the turret.
Firing it by firing the turret. Just fucking God almighty. I love that movie. I really do. So there you go. Joe Carnahan. I really do like him as a writer. I mean, let's go back through his career as a writer. 1995, Karate Raider. Never heard of it. Taco Heaven. Never heard of it. Blood, Guts, Bullets, and Octane. I've heard of it. Never watched it. Narc. I fucking loved it. He wrote that. Smoking Aces. He wrote that. Smoking Aces 2, Assassin's Ball. Not as good, but then again, he didn't write it. He didn't write it.
He made a second one? I haven't know. I didn't know.
Don't watch it. He wrote the A-Team. He wrote The Gray. He wrote the terrible remake or readaptation of Death Wish with Bruce Willis. But I don't blame him for that. I blame the idea of even making it. He wrote Bad Boys for Life. He wrote something I've never heard of, El Chicano. He didn't direct it, he just wrote it. He wrote Boss Level, Battle Ready, a TV movie, which has a really low fucking review rating. Cop Shop, which I fucking love. Shadow Force, again, I've never seen it. I don't even know what it is. Not Without Hope. I really don't know. Fuck it. I'm going to open it up. And then, of course, he wrote the screenplay and directed the film The Rip, which I watched last night and I fucking liked it. Oh, is this the one? Is this one based on the true story, Not Without Hope? A group of friends' fishing boat capsizes during a storm in the Gulf of Mexico, and they're left alone, stranded at sea, and struggling for survival. And I do believe that that was based on that true story. And yeah, Josh Duhamel, whatever his name is, Zachary Levi, Quentin Blair, Terrence Terrell, and Marshall Cook play the friends. And I got a copy of that movie. I've never watched it. It just didn't strike me as something that I would probably want to watch. But now that I know it's Joe Carnahan, I'll probably go watch it because I like Zachary Levi, because I believe that a lot of the hate that movie got was from the anti-Zachary Levi Hollywood types, because they really fucking hate him now. Okay, so what, Mark Steers is the one of the visual effects guys for this film. Now, he's best known for being a model prop builder for movies. His first major film was Blade Runner, and he does Stetson, sorry, Mark Stetson, and he worked on the visual effects for this movie. His main job was for additional snow effects, sometimes additional backgrounds to fix them. The wolves, because not all the wolves were real and or puppets. They were actually CG. And I got to tell you, they did a really good job in this movie with the wolves, because it's hard to tell when it's the real wolves, when it's the puppet wolves, and when it's the fucking CG wolves. And I think that's great. And so I just got to tell you, great visual effects in this movie. The cinematography on this movie is some of the best I've seen in a while too. And, a lot of credit needs to be given to, and I don't know how to pronounce this motherfucker's name. I'm going to give it a try. Masanobu Takiyanagi. And he's a Japanese cinematographer. And he's worked on some really good stuff, man. He worked on the Christian Bale movie Hostiles, which is a great fucking Western. He worked on the movie State of Play. Now, State of Play is directly connected to, the, wait a minute, was State of Play? No, State of Play was not about 60 Minutes. I'm thinking of the wrong film. What was State of Play? Oh, I'm looking at the thing here. Investigative journalist probes the murder of a congressman's mistress. So, it's got a good review, though. Got a good rating, 7.1. Can't beat that. But he was the DP on that one. He's also worked on such things as Swan Song, Stillwater, which is not that bad of a film. It's not great, but it stars Matt Damon, and it's a pretty good little film. Hostiles I really like. I refuse to watch Black Mass with Johnny Depp. I showed you his fucking eyes. His eyes
that's the one. Yeah,
they're creepy looking, and that's not what.
Him,
yeah, the real fucking crook was Whitey Bulger, and Whitey Bulger had darkish blue eyes, not pale blue. It was just fucking weird. I didn't like that. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Those fucking eyes look creepy as shit. True Story, he was the DP on that movie. That's the movie. What was his name? the fat guy that got all thin now, Jonah Hill and James Franco movie, where Franco's in prison and Jonah Hill's interviewing him, based on the New York Times reporter Michael Finkel. Now, here's a movie I really did like, Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale. Good movie. Beautifully shot. I did not want to see this movie, and I never will see this movie, Silver Linings Playbook. But here's a neat one that he was involved with. He was the DP on The Punisher Dirty Laundry short film with Thomas Jane. He was the DP on The Gray, and he was DP on the movie Warrior, which is a great movie with Tom Hardy. That's the two brothers that have to fight each other in the ring. MMA. Okay. Let me look to see if there's anything else. A bunch of films I've never heard of. Never heard of that. Never heard of that.
Oh, that scene that just went by is where he talks that guy through his death. And that gave me the chills.
Yeah, it's what I was talking about a few minutes ago, is just the way he walks him through dying.
It's so dark.
Yeah, and I got to tell you something, having watched the film, I don't get what the fuck they're complaining about. The movie does, okay, I can't say, but they're saying that the characters make them look like bad guys. And it's not true. I watched the movie, and that is not the case at all. And I just, I normally side with cops on a lot of these things. This one I think is just a cash grab. I think it's wrong. And I think that's eventually going to get thrown out of court because there's just nothing to it. Plus, they made enough changes to it. They changed the characters' names because they fictionalized the film. It's a fictionalized film that's loosely based off of an incident.
You know what? That is starting to sound like the case of the cops that tried to sue the rapper because he made them look bad in his song about them raiding his house.
Wait, what's this?
I forgot the name of the rapper. It was like 2 months ago that a group of cops that raided a rapper, and then he wrote us a lot of songs about them. And
Really?
they went all butthurt and tried to
Wow.
sue him just to lose.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, we were talking about this before.
No, the fake ass. What the hell's fake ass about it? I don't understand that statement.
I
Who
think
said
he
fake
just has a
ass?
problem in general with new stuff coming out.
It's actually a pretty good film, and Joe Carnahan did a really good job with it. Same director of this film. He wrote a film about cops, and down near Florida, and the shit they have to deal with corruption.
Whoa! We had Martigan here. Can you send him a link? I'll try to send him a link. Wait there, Matt.
Are you sending him the link?
I'm trying. Okay, search. Matt. Okay, here it is. Matt, I'm sending you a link to this show right now on your X.
Isn't he in the group?
I don't know.
He is.
He should, but I don't know. Well, if I send him the link directly and put it on blast on air, I may guilt trip into getting him.
I sent it to him on Twitter too, just in case.
There you go.
What's up, man? I guess happen to see you guys covering
Good to
one
see
of
you,
my
buddy.
favorite movies of all times.
Ditto. I fucking love this movie.
It
And
is phenomenal.
it deals with so many dark, deep subjects, but it deals with it from the masculine perspective, which is something you just don't see much, where they address death, fear, and things like that, and how men process it and deal with it. Wait, what is this? Where are we at?
You haven't heard of lemon pound cake, bro?
Yeah, with Afro Man is the
Yeah.
thing, the guy that was talking before. The cops tried to
Raid his place for no reason, and one of them
No.
his
they tried to sue him because he made us look bad. It's the same
Well, yeah.
thing with the movie.
It was after the raid.
The guy that did the rap song, right?
Yeah,
because I
on
watched
his
the Rip
security
last
camera.
night and it was fine.
Oh yeah, the Rip was pretty good. I liked it.
I liked the action. I liked how they kept you guessing until the end what was going on. It didn't just give it to you. I figured it out early on what was happening, but I like the fact that they go out of their way to not just spoon feed it to you. And then at the end, they spoon feed it to you.
Yeah.
In the third act, that you get to see the scene that I suspected happened when you see the shadow of the gun come up behind him in the house.
Look, man, you give me Ben Affleck and Matt Damon in anything, I'm on board. I think Ben Affleck is a better director than he is a actor.
I would agree. I like his direction, but
Gone,
I also
Baby,
like
Gone.
the town. Well, I also like the town because he's
The town is phenomenal.
Great fucking movie.
Gone, Baby, Gone
with Casey Affleck is really fucking good.
Really good. I think we really got fucked by not getting his Batman that he was going to direct.
Oh, dude, that movie would have been phenomenal.
Yes. But this movie though,
fire James Gunn, maybe we'll eventually get it.
No, because then we don't need Zack Snyder back. That's the wrong direction.
Ben is too old at this point.
No, I wouldn't want Ben to fucking be in it. I want him to direct it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think at that time though, he would have been a great Batman in the I think the warehouse fighting scene with Batman
yes,
was phenomenal.
Yep.
But
I got into a big fight with Graham Nolan and Chuck Dixon because we're friends, and we got into a heated argument one day, and they were getting really annoyed with me. And I said, "Have you ever hit a human being in the head or in the body, like really hard, like to do damage? I got news for you. There's a good chance you're going to kill them when you do it." It's like, so Batman not killing is the stupidest fucking thing. He doesn't want to. Yeah, I'm fine with that idea. I would prefer not to kill you, but boy, if you fuck with me, I'm going to hit you with enough power to kill you or wish you were dead.
It's really tough to believe in his no killing rule when he's blowing cars up with people inside of it. I don't know about you.
Machine guns popping up out of the fucking Batmobile. Come on.
If you have a no kill rule, why do you have machine guns?
That's right.
Well,
why
do
you throw boomerangs?
In the comics or the animated series? It only happens in two movies, Batman '89 and BVS.
Yeah, but this movie deserves all of our attention because it is one that I do want to stay on because it's one of my favorite. I've seen it so many times, man, and I think what happened, why it I don't know if it bombed necessarily, but it did not perform like what it should have. A lot of it has to do with the way that they were doing the promotions because it made it seem like it was taken with wolves, and because they would all the trailers would have the end part right where he has the little bottles, the little airplane bottles, right? And he's breaking them on his hands. He's getting ready to fight wolves. So you think that's what this movie is, but it's not. It's so much more and so deep, much more deeper than what the trailers led you to believe.
This is a meditative film. This is a film that plays on a lot of different layers and levels. And what's phenomenal about it is, the first thing Anima was annoyed by was the wolves. And I'm like, forget the wolves. The wolves are a metaphor in this story. Yeah. In fact, the wolves and the humans are the same.
But that's what I didn't like but when we watched the making of, I was relieved that they admit, that's not typical wolf behavior because wolves are afraid of humans. They would never
the
come
most
so
part.
close to fire. They would never come so close to fire either. But they play a role here, so there was a reason to humanize them the way they did.
Besides that, you have to take into consideration that humans are inadvertently getting deeper and deeper into their territory.
That is the cruel irony of this film.
Mhm.
At the end, when he realizes where he's at, and
The
how
whole
much he
time,
fucked up.
the whole time they've been going straight to it, and just everyone's death was so personal, and you could relate to everyone. And I like the idea of the one that really hits the hardest, I guess, is the one that dies. He's trying to jump that big jump, and his daughter, and he like flashes to his daughter, like using her, because he talks about it earlier that his daughter would wake him up with her long hair brushing his face, and so you see it, and then it ends up just being the wolf just eating him as he slowly dies, and it's good lord.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frank Rizzo just giving up
Henrik.
and just like
Rizzo. Look, Grillo's character Diaz.
Grillo, that's it.
And
Rizzo.
his name is John in the film too.
Yeah.
And this is something that another channel talked about, is that it's no mistake that the two characters at odds with each other are both named John in this film.
In fact, his character says it. Of course, you're named John.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're two sides of the same coin.
His death was interesting. It was just like this. When am I ever going to see anything this beautiful again? I'm fine. I've gone as far as I can. I'm done. I can't. And this is a beautiful spot.
It's nothing in my shitty life can beat what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was giving kudos to the DP on this, because he worked on some films. I'm going to bet you probably like at least a few of these. The DP's name is Masananobu Takayanagi.
Oh, of course.
Clearly, he's Irish.
Oh, he's Irish.
Yeah,
well, with that
he's
name,
Irish.
how could you not know?
Oh my God!
Oh, you can see him with his Irish bro. No.
Gary and Matt are having strokes at the same time.
Yeah.
He was the cinematographer for Hostiles, which I like that film too.
Yeah.
He did. I like
Hostiles.
the movie still. Hostiles with Christian Bale. The Western, and he's a cavalry soldier.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is so good.
Yeah, it is. I fucking love that movie. Stillwater with Matt Damon is actually a pretty good movie. Not great.
Okay, yeah, that's the one where he has to go over to Europe somewhere to try to get his daughter or something who got arrested for killing somebody. Yeah, it was fine.
Yep. Black Mass is a film I won't see because I couldn't stand
Love
Johnny
it.
Depp's lenses.
I thought
eyes.
Johnny Depp, dude, I thought Johnny Depp was so good in it. I think it was one of his best performances in the post Jack Sparrow era of Johnny Depp. You get what I'm saying? Because it seemed like almost all the time he's just playing Jack Sparrow and everything, but then in Black Mass he flips it, and he's so
well. He listened to Whitey Bulger talk.
Yeah,
he did a spot on, because I watched the trailer and I saw a little of the behind the scenes stuff they did, and he nailed Whitey Bulger. The problem is Whitey Bulger had darker eyes, and I didn't like that they gave him pale blue eyes. It was too fucking creepy for me. Those kind of eyes.
That's the reason.
That's what you like.
That's enough for Gary.
Good Lord.
Good.
True story, which is about the New York Times reporter who got catfished by a prisoner. They made a movie about it. He was a DP on that. And the last one I want to mention that I really liked. Oh, wait, two more. Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
And then he did Punisher, Dirty Laundry, the short film with Thomas Jane.
Oh, really?
He's the DP on that. Same DP as this movie. So
who directed the Gray?
That's Joe Carnahan. He wrote and directed it. And I fucking love Joe Carnahan. He likes to write movies that men like to watch.
What else? Can you give me
Cop Shop?
Some of his.
He did A-Team, which is silly,
Cop
but
Shop?
fun. Cop Shop. He wrote, created, wrote it. Boss Level with Grillo again. He did Bad Boys for Life, the 2020 film. He did. Give me a second. Oh, fuck. Smoking Aces. He
Oh,
wrote
really?
Smoking Aces.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Dude, all right, so Cop Shop, right? I think is one of the only woke movies that fucking works.
I
This is
know.
woke as shit.
Yeah, with the girl. Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
But fuck it, man. Fuck it.
And
It's
that
good.
bananas dude that comes in towards about the end of the second act, midway through the second act, he's just bananas and like licks the glass or whatever, is completely unhinged. Phenomenal. Stole the fucking show. Great.
So I would have just that guy got his start. The guy you're talking about doing the Frank Sinatra bits on MTV back in the early '90s. He was the segue between shows or hours on MTV, and he went on to be a regular on Reno 911. I've been watching this guy's career, and I think he's one of the funniest dudes I've ever seen. And he is balls to the wall. The best thing in Cop Shop, and you got a lot of good shit in that movie. But him as the psycho hitman, and like making fun of people as he's killing him, like, come on, like, you as a cop, you're supposed to look for the strange and unusual. I'm clearly strange and unusual.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that movie again. This is, I just remember sitting there like, this is woke as fuck, but I am loving every second of it.
Cop Shop. Okay.
Cop Shop,
Oh,
yeah.
Cop Shop is
now
that
you're enthralled.
a good writer director can make woke enjoyable.
Yeah,
You're
it's tough.
Trying to keep the show about this movie, so it falls on me to derail.
Well, we're still connecting the dots because we're talking about the same.
No, I want to derail. I want to derail. Gary, I saw you post something about Pandorum. And I'm asking you with fear
about
and
what?
Excitement. Are we ever going to talk about Pandorum?
That is a movie that started out so good and fell off a cliff while watching it. And I just
what movie?
Pandorum. It's got Dennis Quaid in it.
Pandorum.
And it's a sci-fi horror film. Yeah, isn't Dennis Quaid in it?
Ah, yeah, he's the older officer.
I like the way Martin says it.
Yeah.
Like so many R's being rolled for no reason.
You've got two actors that are worth the price of admission for Pandorum. One, Dennis Quaid. Two, Ben Foster. I'll fucking watch
I love Ben Foster, dude.
Ditto.
He needs he's so good, man. Way back when, even in Slaughter Rule, was it? No. Which one was it that he was Jewish but joined the KKK or the skinheads? Oh, I forgot what it was. One of his first movies. I've liked him since the jump. I thought he was great in 30 Days of Night, the vampire Alaska movie.
I remember him even before that. Like Mac and I, because Mac and I lived together for years as heterosexual life mates. And we, like my dad and I, would key in on certain actors. Like my dad and I became fans of Bill Paxton before anybody knew who the fuck that guy was. And we just fucking loved that guy. But way back in the 90s, early 2000s, man, he was making in a couple of things. And I wanted to go find him real quick. Liberty Heights, good movie. Let's see. Boston Public, he was in that one too. Big Trouble, I fucking love that movie with Tim Allen.
Yeah, I do know that one.
The movie got killed because of 9/11, because of this part of the plot. And they waited to release it, and then they released it under the radar, killing it. He's in Phone Booth. God, he's good in that. Then he was Spacker Dave, the fucking pierced face punk kid that lived in the apartment in The Punisher back in 2004.
Yeah,
and
he was great in 310 to Yuma. I like it when
Yuma as his guy. Yeah,
I like him as I mean, but Hell or High Water though. By the way,
it's one of my favorite modern westerns. But here's another one that people forget he's in that I enjoyed him in. He played Angel in the X-Men Last Stand.
Yes,
and I thought he was pretty good in that movie.
Underdeveloped, underserved. He should have. He could have done a lot more if they should have gave him more to do. They were the problem with that X-Men movies. They're trying to do too many different story arcs with the Phoenix and with the Cure, rather than just focusing on one.
Which was part of the comics from the 80s, was, developing a cure for the mutants.
Right.
And by the way, E-Clay, I did read
I
what
have
you
seen
said there.
Pandorum.
And I just want to say, buddy, I'm glad you're willing to jump off cliffs for movies.
Yeah, I think I
I'm
like
with
Pandorum
Igley.
more than you.
I really like Pandorum.
I
have
know,
to
I'm just
rewatch
messing with
it.
you guys. I haven't seen it since it came out. I got to watch it again. So we will do it. We'll do it for Halloween.
Back
We'll
to
do
the
it
Gray.
this year.
Back to the
Make a
Gray.
note.
Wait. Before we get back to the Gray,
You son of a bitch.
I think I have to express for
Fucking
my
Martin.
co-panelists that they are too nice with me. When they can understand the shit that I'm trying to say, this is what is really happening in their minds.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
No, Matt deserves to be punished for the last show where he
What?
completely derailed.
Who
We
did?
didn't talk about the movie
Man,
at all.
look, I let
Me?
him derail me, though.
Yeah.
I let him derail me because I like talking to Matt.
I know.
Okay, 'Cause
You
we're
like
both
being
big
railed
cinephiles.
by Matt?
Wouldn't be the first. Am I right?
And just like that, I fired Martin.
How often did you do that now? 50 times?
I've fired him a lot over the years.
Never gets old somehow.
Now, I will tell you, there's a show that Joe Carnahan did work on that I thought was pretty good. It was an adaptation of I do believe it was a Dutch series called Those Who Kill, and it had Chloe Sevigny in it. And it was a really good get in the head of the serial killer kind of show where she's a profiler. And she's worked with the previous profiler who's lost his mind, played by James Darcy, the same guy who would work on the series Hannibal, which I thought was interesting, that he did 2 shows about that.
Man, you reminded me. I was meaning to go back and finish that Harry Hole series on Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw the movie with Michael Fassbender, the Snowman.
Oh shit! I never watched that. I heard it was a
It's
good
a
book,
bad movie,
but a terrible movie.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to
the
see
popcorn song. Oh, it got stuck in my head for so long. The dun 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 dun. That song. Oh man,
God. Yeah, that never leaves your brain.
no.
it. You know what the name of the song is? Anybody?
Huh?
It's called Popcorn.
I guess
Yeah.
I said the popcorn song.
Well, yeah. I didn't hear you say popcorn. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
but
no,
that's
it's
actually
called
the
the
name of
Popcorn
the
Song.
song.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
popcorn.
horrible song. I don't know who.
Oh, it's terrible.
And the killer
out
in the movie plays
in
it
the
all
70s.
the time.
All the time.
So
oh
it
my
beca- oh,
god.
I know it's a translation thing, but for his name to be Harry Hole, if you're gonna make the movie, it's cool if you want to change his name for American audiences, because I can't take anyone serious who's named Harry Hole. First,
Yeah.
your parents are assholes. They hated you from the get. Like from the moment you were born, your parents were like, fuck this baby. We're gonna do everything we can to mess with him.
If I met
Maybe
a guy named
before.
Harry Hull, my first question would be, have you ever considered waxing?
Oh no, my god damn it, Gary.
Yeah, phone
Bad
booth
Gary.
it's underrated too.
I like phone booth.
But the Gray. I
Now,
had
phone booth is a shit in a bottle film. And that was a hard film to do, which is why it's not that long a movie. You
Yeah.
cannot do a 2-hour movie that takes place in one location. You can't. do it.
you can. It's
I don't
very
think you
difficult.
can.
I think I do think it would be possible. I don't have any.
I have no
The-
examples of
you-
it being done.
No, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. I think that what would be the biggest thing is you would have to have somebody that has phenomenal work on dialogue, because you would have to rely on the characters interacting in that room to make it interesting. I guess the Marriage Story. I never watched it, but people like it or whatever. Where they're like getting divorced or some shit. The whole movie is just about them in therapy or some dumb shit. I never saw people say they like it, but I guess none of y'all seen it either. I wouldn't.
I'm trying to remember a film like that where they're in therapy the whole time.
Yeah, it has Adam Driver in it and somebody else.
Oh, Odds are I didn't want to see it. If
Yeah,
Driver
Adam
is one of those
Driver's
guys.
overrated.
Like, look, I love that he was a Marine and all that shit, but no, I'm not going to just go watch a movie with him
No.
because half of the shit that I've seen that he did, I did not like. I hated Ridley Scott's movie, The Duel, or whatever they fucking called that movie.
I never saw the movie, man. I never saw it because it just did not appeal to me. And I'm a big Ridley Scott fan.
Matt Damon's in it. But I have said since the 90s, Ridley has lost his ability to really direct. Gladiator was the last thing he did that was
Fuck
great.
off, dude. No. Fucking Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut is phenomenal. It was midnight. We had just got done cooking because we were cooking and we made a couple mistakes because we're not cookers. But we just got done cooking, right? So the girlfriend and I sat down. I was like, well, let's just watch the first act before we go to bed. We watched the entire fucking 3.5 movie, the director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven. It is so good. I have a couple issues with some of the action, the way it was choreographed towards the end and the way it was filmed, but the movie's phenomenal, bro. Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut is phenomenal. A Marriage Story, yeah. Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know if it was this in one room. I never saw it, but yeah, no, Kingdom of Heaven, bro, is phenomenal.
By the way, what is this movie and Friday or Wednesday's movie have in common?
What's Wednesday's movie?
We did Cold Pursuit, which
The
was a
word
remake
cold or the idea of coldness.
Yeah, Cold Pursuit. And it
Cold
was a
Pursuit
remake of the Swedish film In Order of Disappearance.
Wait, is that the one with Liam Neeson?
Yeah, it's Liam Neeson.
Week, so.
Oh,
You
I didn't know that.
watch it.
Oh, you're going to do Next of Kin?
I like Next of Kin with him as the brother of the guy that died. Fuck.
Patrick Swayze, my guy.
Patrick Swayze. Yeah. I like that movie. Does make Tarantino look more and more vindicated with his 10 movie rule. Yeah. No, I actually kind of fall into that category too with him, even though I don't like Tarantino that much. I like his films. I don't like him. He's kind of right, 10 movies and retire. Go to producing. And Ridley does a better job producing than he does directing.
You're out of your mind, bro.
Well, I could sit down and explain to you what's wrong with him with one quote from him. On a set,
Look,
he told an actor to do something, and everybody looked at him and goes, if you do that, we have to go back and reshoot everything that we've shot. And he goes, oh, never mind. Just ignore the shit coming out of my mouth. I just have crazy ideas. And walked away.
Okay, here's how you're full of shit. You
Matt,
said
I'm not.
Gladiator.
Prometheus.
Hold on. No, hold on. You said Gladiator was the last thing that he directed
That I liked. Yeah.
Okay, Black Hawk Down. No, you didn't care for that one? One of the best fucking military movies? No? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Well,
That's fine.
First of all, I'm going to explain to you that the subtitle for the film is what?
Badass.
Leave no man behind.
Oh, okay, yeah, we've had that conversation, but the movie is great.
You cannot. Here's my problem with him and Steven Spielberg. They both lack a fundamental understanding of irony. And to be a really good filmmaker, you have to understand irony. And
American Gangster. You had a problem with American Gangster?
It was okay.
Fuck you. I thought Robin Hood was pretty good too. It wasn't that bad. I'm excited to see the new Robin Hood movie.
What? Look, his history is all fucked up in that movie.
How about The Martian?
That one was, again, what's the other rule I've always said about Ridley Scott? If Ridley Scott leaves the script alone, his movie is better.
I even liked All the Money in the World. Raised by Wolves was fucking... I can't believe they didn't finish Raised by Wolves. Well,
he didn't direct that.
He directed a couple episodes.
He was the executive producer. His kids.
He directed 2 episodes.
His children ran that show. And that is why that show was so good. Because he trusted his children. And I think they're fucking brilliant. I like his kids.
I don't know. I think Ridley Scott gets too much hate.
Plunkett and McClane is a fun fucking movie.
And I think Steven Spielberg is overrated.
Again, my problems with Ridley started with Prometheus. That's when I saw the decline in.
Yeah,
right.
That movie is so fucked up in so many different ways. What I did like though is the guy went and he took the edit. It's called Paradise, Alien Paradise, or just Paradise, and it is a full, complete reconstruction of both Prometheus and Covenant into one movie. And I sat for 2.5 hours and watched that thing, and I went, "Oh my God, I would not have written a bad review for that. That was actually very enjoyable."
Where do you find that? What is it called?
It is a fan edit called Alien Paradise, or just simply Paradise. And it is a 2.5 hour edit by a professional editor who went in there and reconstructed the films to be told in tandem with each other until they hit that point where it becomes one story. And it's like you see them at the same time, they're back and forth from timeline to timeline, and it gets narrower and narrower till it hits that one point where they're now one film, and then we watch to the end. And it was really well done. And I'm like, oh my God, he took out all the stupid shit and took outtakes that should have been kept in the films, put them back in to where,
where do you even find it?
That was good. I have a copy. We'll just talk after the show. In fact, you can talk to Martin about it too, because he has a copy.
Okay. Alien Earth sucked. We can go on.
Oh, what are we talking about here? Hold on, wait a second. Yeah,
The Gray.
He had his share of problems with the Blade Runner DGA situation. Look, my problem with Blade Runner was not just that, but the interference of Jerry Parenteau and Bud Yorkin. Those two really fucked up that movie. But Ridley was already starting to try to fuck it up back in 81 with the whole Deckard's a replicant thing, because it doesn't fit the story that Hampton Fancher and David Peoples wrote.
The 2040, what is it? 2024, 2244? What's the sequel?
2049.
Fucking love it, bro. Love that
it's
movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Villeneuve is a great director.
Villeneuve, I absolutely believe that Villeneuve fucking Flafla is a good director.
Absolutely.
But he lost his mind a little bit with Dune 2.
Fucking love Dune 2. Love Dune 2. Fight me. I love Dune 2.
I will fight you,
except
motherfucker.
For the ending. Except for the ending. I hated the ending with fucking girl bossing at the end. But
yeah, the whole getting angry, because that completely destroys the character of Chani from the book.
Okay, see, that's what I hate the book this and the book that. I can watch a movie separate from the source material.
The book is that you had your queens and you had your concubines. The concubines were the ones that had the loving relationship. The king and queen thing was politics.
Political.
Yeah, purely political. And for Chani to react the way she does to that goes completely against what made that character so amazing in the book.
Because she understood that she encouraged that.
And pushed it. That's right. She pushed it. And make her look like a fucking 16-year-old girl on prom night because her guy danced with another girl kind of thing. It's just fuck off.
And it's not the only wrong thing about Chani. The thing...
There's a lot.
The fact that she was berating him the whole 2 movies.
Yeah, she did that. That was kind
looking
of
down on him.
The part that I didn't like was the Fremen are a religious sect.
Yeah.
They're not
mostly religious.
They're a religious sect. And to have atheists in there was fucking stupid. Like,
I do understand what he was going for, though, because it is a younger generation because you're talking generations and generations of these prophecies never coming to flourish. And so you have a new generation, a young generation that's going to be questioning everything. I do understand. I understand what he was going for with that.
Hold on.
It makes sense to
Hold
me.
on. I got to check this out. When Martin makes sounds, I got to go look this up, what that means. Okay, the sound he just made is defined as bullshit. Okay, bullshit.
I'm just saying, I can see why he went that way.
Yeah, because it's a shithead.
I don't know if it's so much that he's a shithead or if he was dictated to, because there's a good possibility that was brought down from executives, because they like to manhandle their fucking directors. So there's always that. I'll take that always into consideration. But everybody's frothing at the mouth for the third film. So
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm ready for it.
I will watch it. I will. But I got asked last night, which was better. I said, I've watched both of the first two films, and I can still tell you I prefer, David Lynch's film.
Oh, no.
It's a structured story. It's better structured story. I mean, it left a bunch of shit out, but I still feel he kept the structure in there. And I admit it, I'm a Lynch fan. I have been since I was a teenager.
Have y'all seen this Disclosure Day bullshit?
I've seen that. I've worried because I looked at the trailers and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything that gets me.
Nope.
There's nothing that's getting me excited or emotional. And then two of the guys that I'm friends with, I like their reviews, and neither of them liked it. I mean, they really fucking hated it. And I'm like, oh crap. That means I'm probably not going to like it either, because they have very similar tastes to mine. One of them is Nate, Mr. H.
What I think is going to happen is, because I really like the Emily Blunt talking in the alien language or whatever. That's fucking phenomenal.
Ditto.
However, it's Steven Spielberg, so I know it's not gonna have that type of vibe. It's gonna have some uplifting bullshit. Fucking, you know what I mean? It's gonna be way too. I'm not in the mood for some positive uplift fucking Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah. And it's apparently none of the above. By the way, Jerry Parenchio, absolutely. And Parenchio also had a fucking beef with him going forward, because his girlfriend auditioned for the movie Someone to Watch Over Me, but that Ridley Scott directed. And apparently she came back and said that she got snubbed by Ridley Scott. And Parenchio took it personally and hated him even more, and made it harder for him to have any input on the future of Blade Runner. And it just anyway, it was a good day when those two passed away.
But
I'm sorry.
back to The Gray. The score for The Gray is so fucking good, and it matches the
and it's so
entire
little of
feel. Yes, but it's not overcomplicated. It's not a complicated score. It's very simple, but it hits all the right notes for the movie. I think it's pairs so well with what's going on in the movie.
There's one scene where all you hear is cello and violin. And the way that it's playing is so perfect for the scene. And Anima knows the scene I'm talking about, because it's such a final moment where the guy drowns.
Yeah.
And now it's just Liam by himself. And suddenly you hear that cello and the violins play. And it's not beautiful, but it is. But it's so somber and alone. It makes you feel so fucking alone.
It feels like a requiem.
Yeah, this movie just puts you in like, you feel cold watching it,
Oh, all the time. Are we paused for a reason?
Yeah, because I wanted to we were getting back onto it.
Okay.
Here's where he's trying to make Bruce Wayne to understand that revenge is not always
Bruce Wayne. Oh, even Joel
and again,
Edgerton.
Martin has been fired. I'm sorry, guys. You had to see that.
Isn't Joel Edgerton in
Bruce
this?
Wayne is there, just right there. Look at it.
He does make a point that footing is important in this.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right about Joel? Is Joel Hedgington? Which one is it?
I'm trying to think of who you're talking about.
In this movie, in The Gray. The actor.
Dermot Mulroney? Are you talking about Dermot?
Nope.
Okay, which character is he playing?
I don't know. The one dude.
Okay.
What, dude?
There's not that many people in the movie. Just look at the. I'll bring it up myself.
Okay, I'm going to go through
keyboard.
it. You got Liam Neeson as Ottawa, and then you got Frank Grillo as Diaz. You got Dermot Mulroney, the guy with the glasses who loses his glasses like an idiot.
Yeah, I like him a lot too.
You've got Dallas Roberts who plays the dad that falls down and fucking the daughter's hair covers his face, and you know it's actually the dog's.
Oh, he fucks up so badly though. Like going
That's
feet
Henry.
first is stupid, and he takes way
Oh,
too
my
long.
God.
He's just hanging there.
Oh, you're talking about Dermot Mulroney's character, Talget. Yeah,
The one who dies
absolutely.
falling.
But yeah, Joe Anderson plays Flannery. The black dude is Nanso Anazi. He plays Burke. Then you got the guy that is
Never
a student
mind.
of my boss.
I have no idea who I was thinking of.
Okay. You only have a few women in this film, and two of them
Too
die
many.
with the plane crash. Too many.
Fuck off.
But that's-
Can I keep him?
There's
Can I
one
keep
guy
him?
who plays the dude in that
No,
one
can't
movie.
kick me. I'm the guest.
Yeah.
Joe
That
Whittaker.
one guy plays it.
Guess
You know,
what?
the guy
I'm
who plays the
boss
dude
here.
in that movie, you know, the guy. There you go, John. Kind of backed out from watching Disclosure Day
Yeah,
at the last
I-
minute.
I was supposed to we're going to be talking about it tonight on Ascendant Art with Lil Chad and Slender and them. I'm like, man, it's not worth me going out and going to the theater.
Wow,
I
that
watched
bad?
a couple of YouTubers today, and they all didn't like it.
Yeah, I
They
can just,
basically all say it's a waste of good actors because they have nothing to work with.
yeah. Again, I think Steven Spielberg is very overrated.
Me too.
Somebody should tell him the rule about 10 movies. 'Cause he needs to
Yeah.
retire.
I would be happy if he did. I would love to
But-
see him as a producer because he produces some great fucking movies. And
I,
shows.
I think that there's definitely directors that prove that rule wrong, I guess, or the exception to the rule. I mean, Martin Scorsese. Do you really want him to stop? I don't.
No, I
on his
like what he does.
deathbed, I want him wheeled onto a set to direct.
Well, like you said,
Although
there are
this-
exceptions. There's always exceptions to a
yeah.
rule. But for most people,
Although
the
I'm going to
rule
tell you
is
right now, he was an asshole for not putting an intermission on that last the Moonflower movie.
Oh, that
American.
okay. That wasn't. I didn't really care for that one. I saw
Oh,
that
it's
in
terrible.
Oppenheimer back to back, and Oppenheimer so much. Watching it, I was like, "Fuck! This is what good dialogue is." I almost forgot because of how bad movies have been, and then to see Oppenheimer, I was just odd. It's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. I'm not a Christopher Nolan fan, really at all. But yeah, Oppenheimer, I was in.
I have a
for.
lot of problems with Christopher Nolan. And like
Sound
I do
mixing.
like
That's his
some of
biggest
his
issue.
work. Well, sound design, yeah. One of my problems with his films is he tries to be more smart than he needs to.
Yeah, he
Don't
tries
be
to
smarter than your
outthink
audience.
us. Yeah.
And it's like, don't do that. That's kind of
No.
rude. I didn't like Tenet, but I understood it. I enjoyed parts of it though.
Fuck Tenet. That
but-
lamp shading fucker.
The movie, the other film he did, Inception, I didn't like the film at all.
No, I
watched
never.
it.
I never.
Everybody was
bought the
good
hype.
in it. The effects were great. But then somebody like talking to me and they're like going, well, you know, we don't know if that top fell
gives
over
a
or not. And I
shit?
said, it doesn't matter. I said, because his totem was his wedding ring. They're like, what? I said, yeah, the totem was the top was his wife's totem, not his. So it doesn't matter what it does. What matters is if he has the ring on at the end. And guess what? The ring is on at the end of the movie.
The ring is
I s-
on.
The ring
I
is
get what you
on.
did there. I
Yeah.
got you.
Matt,
I know. I got it.
wait, Matt. You don't like Nolan, but you like June. I think you're becoming my favorite frenemy.
Look, man. I'm not a Christopher Nolan.
Oh, how is the Werner Herzog movie called? My My Best Fiend.
My Best Fiend. The documentary about Werner Herzog's relationship with Klaus Kinski, the lunatic. Fucking Nazi and apparently daughter arpist. According to her biography. Yeah, look, he has a couple things I like. Like, look, everybody was like raving about the movie where it's backwards. I forget the name, Memento. Like,
Memento.
I'm like, it's an okay film. Yeah, it's an okay film. It's, you know, what makes the film interesting is how it was put together, and I just think
Right.
that's a dumb reason to make a movie. I said his best movie, still to this day, is one film, Insomnia.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is a remake of a Dutch or Swedish film by the same name, but in
Dude, I'm looking at Joe Carnahan's IBM or whatever, right? He directed Narc. Fucking love that movie, Narc.
Yeah, with Ray Liotta and Patrick.
Jason Patrick.
Jason Patrick, because I remember from the vampire movie, Boss Boys, and I loved that movie.
That's so great. And the A-Team is so underrated. The A-Team is such a great movie. It's so much fun.
It played
and it
such
knows what it is.
Homage to the original film.
Yes.
Don't take it seriously. I mean, the goofiest scene in the whole film is still fucking fun, which is flying a fucking M1 Abrams.
Oh, in navigating the air by shooting the fucking cannon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Slowing it down. It's so fucking great.
Nope, here we go. This is where he gets dragged away after falling out of the tree, and he just saw his little girl standing over him
with the hair. Man. Yeah, that's a tough one. And the drowning one, dude. I think drowning is my biggest fear. Like, that is the worst way I think that you can go.
There is a little film with Paul Newman and Richard.
See how I got us back on track and we're right back off?
Dackel. There, I'm going to tell you.
You don't like it?
Not when we're talking about the gray. I love the gray.
There was a 1970.
Yeah, but that scene is exactly like the scene in the movie that Gary's talking about.
Yeah,
So
let me get to it, guys. Sometimes a Great Notion, starring Paul Newman and Richard Jekyll, and they're lumberjacks that run their own lumbering business, and they're about to lose the business, and Richard Jekyll is fucking around and ends up getting pulled under a log and trapped, and his brother Paul Newman comes over there, and he's trying to get him unstuck, and the more he moves, the more it kind of pulls him under. So he's getting frustrated, and he keeps having to breathe for him. You know, breathe in deep and then drop under the water and breathe into his mouth. And the brother is like making it out to be kind of gay. He's under the water drowning. Okay. And
you don't want to die gay.
And when he does it again, this time he laughs under the water. And when he does, he takes in water and he fucking dives on camera the exact same way as it does in this film. And that's all it reminded me of. And that scene, I told Anna, I saw that when I was a little boy. I think it was 9. And I saw that movie, 8. I was 8 when I saw it. And I saw that movie because my dad took me to see real movies, not children's movies. I would
to when he wanted to see a movie.
Al Pacino in Serpico when it came out, and I was like 9. Dad took me to see R-rated movies, man. He didn't take me to Disney movies. He took me to see his movies because he could no babysitter. He kidnapped me, and so I had to go with him anywhere he went. And I got exposed to these amazing fucking movies at a young age, which is why I'm such a cinephile, because I love movies. And that scene broke me emotionally, and I cry every time I fucking see that scene because it's so emotional. And that's why I got emotional watching this scene. It's coming up. When he fucking falls in the water and Liam Neeson's character throws himself into the water after him, knowing that's probably going to kill him. You know, just the idea of jumping into freezing water when you're already freezing above water, and now you're waterlogged. You're closed.
There's no fire going. He doesn't light a fire afterwards, and There are no dry clothes, so yeah, that's sudden death.
I ruin everything. E. Clay, you know that. Come on. Oh shit, man. This character. And the funny part is, and this is what I was going to say, what does this have in common with the Wednesday film? In order of disappearance. Because this movie is an in order of disappearance. Each character dies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I kind of think that's neat that there's this little connection in the way the characters all die. Gambit, the weird about this sound mixing is how majority of it is ADR. The IMAX camera is so loud. Oh, yeah. People don't know. That's like an engine running.
Right. But so
It's so
apparently
fucking loud.
the new cameras that they've developed apparently have fixed a lot of that. They have better sound insulation or whatever, or sound, whatever you want to call it, to where
Of the motors.
you can actually be able to use the sound on in scene, like on set. So we'll see.
Also-
The Odyssey will be the first movie with the new IMAX camera. So we'll see what if he was able to.
Well,
But
Jeez.
that's
we
what I'm
won't
saying,
see
though, is-
because no one's going to watch that abomination. of a
I'm
movie.
gonna see
I
it.
have-
I'm
I
gonna
have
see it.
told you
I'm
that
gonna
I'm
watch
gonna
it
watch
just
it.
so I know what if I'm gonna
Yeah.
hate it, I want to have a reason to hate it. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch
That
the
is-
damn thing.
I'm just going to watch YouTubers review it, the ones I trust. Like I did with Starfleet Academy.
You mean Dave
Me?
Cullen, you mean Mr. H.
Me?
Let's see, who else? She can't stand that Mad Mardigan guy, so she doesn't watch
Oh
his show.
well.
Adam
that's
does
fair.
movies, Disparu. There's so many. Ryan Kindle.
Disparu. Yeah. Ryan?
I stopped watching reviews. Now I
Yeah,
only
I don't
watch
watch reviews
review
either.
after I see the movie.
Yeah.
After I have my
I
own
do that when I'm
ideas.
interested in the movie. I'm not interested in watching the Odyssey because as a European,
Yeah.
I'm offended by this.
Other
Well, I'm
people's
not-
opinions will not weigh on my opinion.
No, of
No.
So
course.
I can watch
But
them.
but they may dissuade you to watch a movie.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It depends on who it is.
All right, here's your scene. Here's your scene, man, that you were talking about. Where he says,
Oh
that's
yeah,
it, I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done.
And I get
I'm
it, bro.
done.
I get it, dude. It hits heavy, man. Just like I can't go any further. This is it for me.
They should have splintered his knee. I mean, they had all these branches from two people falling
Well,
out of the trees. They had
His,
the ripped
his
rope.
knees busted.
all the
Now
material.
he was the ankle of the same leg.
Well,
So
I think one thing to keep in mind though is that they are at a point of exhaustion, and lack of nutrition. I mean, their minds aren't sharp, you know. So things that you can look at from the outside, like why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? You got to the level of stress and everything that's happening it's hard to really look at it from a perspective to where you're going to be able to see the easiest way out.
Well, I think it was a mistake to begin with to leave that plane because that thing is GPS tracked. They know approximately where it is because they know where it stopped appearing on their radar. And that field of debris is pretty visible from the air.
Oh yeah, I would definitely find the black box and just sit on it until they get there.
They had way more to defend themselves with the plane that crashed than they have now that they are walking through the wilderness. So yeah, it's one of the problems that I had with the movie.
Gary,
No, I'm sorry. I was reading what Alpha said.
you're fucking the chicken. We're just holding the legs, man.
I told
Oh my
Anima
God.
one of the
Oh
worst
my God.
jokes.
I'm still in that one.
Oh yeah, have it, bro.
Because like there's this old axiom about if you want to say somebody's like a really dirty, filthy person, you go, shit, he'd fuck a snake if someone hold its head still for him. And Anima's like, is that a real thing? I'm like, yeah, it's an old saying. When you're talking about somebody that It's dirty, filthy. Has a bad reputation being dirty, filthy. Let's see. I bookmarked a couple of He-Man reviews for after I saw it. I'm not sure I want to watch them now.
Yeah, I didn't see He-Man. Don't give a shit about it.
I would
Yeah,
say
because I'm not a fan, but I do plan to see it.
Read.
I did.
If you like the movie, watch the review from Shadiversity because it reflects exactly my position about it.
I did watch In the Gray because I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan, but I don't know what it is about his movies lately. They're so unlike Guy Ritchie. It's weird, but his shows still capture the Guy Ritchie-ness.
Yeah, like crazy. And but I haven't watched The Gray yet. Into the Gray. Somebody told me that they're a gay couple, that Henry Cavill
No.
and I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
They make a lot of guy gay jokes, like you know what I mean.
We do in the military, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was so overly stoic, and I didn't really, and it felt like a lot was left on there was a lot of missing threads that they cut. Somebody chopped the fuck out of that movie, and I didn't care for it. It was fine,
surprised.
but when it ended, I was like, okay, that wasn't bad. But the more I thought about it, the more angry I became about the movie. So I had to stop thinking about it. I'm like, I'm done. Because I'm a huge Guy Ritchie fan. I love Jake Gyllenhaal and Henry Cavill, you know. But yeah, I guess I don't know what it is with Guy Ritchie. His movies just haven't been his.
Guy Ritchie, like I started watching him back in the 90s, and I just fucking love his movies.
Yeah, Snatch, really Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels,
Lock, Stock, even Sting. It was so good. It was so good that Sting couldn't fuck it up being in it. Because that guy can't act. Sting cannot fucking act.
Nope, he can't.
Pick up line among gay paratroopers.
Sherlock Holmes. His Sherlock Holmes movies are so fucking good.
Yeah, I love both of them. I can hardly wait till they get the third one. And he's the one who's the executive producer on the TV series Young Sherlock Holmes.
Dude, so when I started watching, I had no idea about Guy Ritchie, but I'm texting the girlfriend because she was in another room doing whatever. And I was like, I don't know who is directing this, but whoever it is has seen every Guy Ritchie movie 10 times each. And then the second episode starts, I'm like, oh, that's why, because it's a Guy Ritchie show. And I liked it a lot. The first half of the series is better than the second half, because I think the second half was less Guy Ritchie-y. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, I kind of see it. It's well, first of all, it's darker. It's a darker tone. And but I do like that they actually pulled from classic Sherlock Holmes and lead into the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is when he, of course, isn't dead. He survives the fight at Reichenbach Falls. Okay, I'm pausing here just for a second because this is him. They left him, and he's just sitting there looking at the fucking mountain. And when they cut back to the two, if you listen, you can hear the wolves.
Dude, when in that scene, you can hear the wolf walking in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he says. I am not afraid, because he's talking to the wolves.
Yep.
By the way, so on Guy Ritchie, real quick, I think The Gentleman was the last movie that was Guy Ritchie, because Wrath of Man did not feel like a Guy Ritchie movie. The Covenant did not feel like, you know what I mean? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, I didn't really care for.
That movie was terrible.
Yeah.
It should have been so much better.
And In the Gray is, so every movie after The Gentleman has been not his. It's weird, you know?
Yeah, I'm
I
going to
can't
look
understand
at
why.
Let's see. I am looking at some of his stuff because I think, like, Arthur the Legend was horrible. I liked Man from U.N.C.L.E. I liked
The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is phenomenal. So underrated. I think that's his last great movie.
His live action Disney movie was terrible of Aladdin.
He had to do it.
Yeah, that was all commitment. The Gentleman, great fucking movie, and I really like that movie.
Better series. I like the series even more.
The series is better. It shocks me. Going into it, I'm like, oh my God, the show is actually better than the movie. And it's not any of the characters. It is just the same universe. Wrath of Man was a remake of a German or French film. I can't remember.
That's the least Guy Ritchie movie I've seen.
It just was, it was, you know. I mean, it's a good story, but not great. The Covenant, I kind of liked it. I really did.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
What I liked about that was that commitment between warriors. That commitment.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
So yeah, I highly recommend watching it again because I really liked it. I like the line where he says, "I'm not a translator. I'm an interpreter."
Yeah, that's a great line.
And I'm like, hell yeah. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare should have been better. I was shocked at how bad that was.
Same. It was so confusing. I had no idea where anything was. The way that they structured at the end, I guess everything where it was related to everything else, it was just so confusing.
Yeah,
I didn't really have a handle on where everything was, so it was really, I guess, wasn't that good.
Check it out. Gambit says with Richie. It's actually that works fine because that's the word that he said.
Yeah.
Matt said it's Guy Ritchie. It's sort of like what my dad did, because if you do a certain thing in writing for like science fiction or horror, where you do something really clever, my dad called it Chris Cartering it because of the X-Files. He really liked Chris Carter's writing. And if he got another writer doing it, he says, I just Chris Cartered that.
So yeah, well, like Michael Bay-isms, right? You have your Michael Bay-isms. Everybody knows those. And I think most directors kind of do have those not tropes, but like those signature things about their movies. And
some of them good, some of them not so good. Sort of like M. Night Shyamalan constantly wants to do the twist at the end. It's like, that's like the mystery box. Once you've done it once, everybody knows about it. Stop doing it. Stop making that your signature.
Or you can just, and I know this word is, garbage now because of Rian Johnson, but subvert it. Subvert the mystery box in a different way.
Well, I told a guy one time, he says, well, there's just subverting expectation. I said, well, do you know there's a word for that in filmmaking and writing? They said, what? I said, it's called fucking irony. Irony literally is subverting your expectations. It is the literal meaning of irony.
What's really good about that is Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
It really is. It subverts just so many different things. It's one of the greatest comedies ever.
As the single most out of left field movie or TV title you mentioned today, I chuckled because, wow, that came out of left field, but you're right. I really do love the TV show and the movie.
Yeah. It's all great. Yeah. And did you know that they based a lot of their wardrobe on the movie Sleepaway Camp?
It's a mixture of Sleepaway Camp, and there's also meatballs thrown in there.
So they specifically said Sleepaway Camp. They're in the interviews.
That's
like,
funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Sleepaway Camp is a bananas movie.
And if you've never seen Sleepaway Camp, I'm telling you, the fucking ending of that movie is worth the price of admission.
Right? Yeah, so good. Don't look anything up about it. Just go in blind. No. Come on, Gary. And there's 3 people that have seen Sleepaway Camp. Don't fuck it up for everybody else.
Oh my God. This is it. This is it right here. He is angry at fucking God. He has had enough.
Yeah.
Because they're all dead now. He tried to save these people. They're all gone.
Did y'all know that there was an after credits scene?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's worth, because I'm one of those weird people that stays in a movie theater. I don't leave until the credits are over. It's a thing my dad taught me. My dad taught me that the greatest respect you can show for a good film is to stay through the credits. And I do that to this day.
Yeah, but when we watch a movie and there's like 10 minutes of credits, you always skip ahead to see whether there's another scene.
Oh, absolutely.
I absolutely do
10
that
minutes
sometimes.
of credits.
Well, that's because we're not in a movie theater. I'm not going to do that in the theater, baby.
No, of course not. But I'm not going to sit through all the credits at home. Yeah,
it's the theater. When I'm in the movie theater, I watch to the end.
Now that the
I was
projectors
the
are
only one
digital,
with Black Adam.
maybe you could attach a Bluetooth, a Bluetooth, and
Well, if
fast
you see
forward.
some of these latest fucking TS copies, they're really fucking good TS copies out there. When you go to the hack sites to watch a movie before you go see it in the theater to see if it's worth spending the money on, some of those TS copies are really fucking good. And what they do when it says TS means telesync, that means that the sound is better than it's not just the video, it's the sound that's going to be better. It's not going to be that open microphone in a movie theater sound where you can hear the guy eating popcorn and some bitch sneezing 2 rows ahead. Lockstock had a series a long time ago. It was terrible though. Wait a minute, what?
What?
He's saying that Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels had a series.
That may be right.
I don't remember that.
I kind of remember
that. I'm gonna fucking look it up right now because I've never heard of that.
Real quick,
so
do you think that?
Oh my god, it was 2000. Lock, Stock is what it was called, with the ellipses after it. Lock, Stock. And he was the executive producer, 7 fucking episodes. And yeah, it's got a 7.6 rating on IMDb. But I suspect that this thing probably really fucking sucks. But I'm going to find it. I'm going to get me a copy.
So I have a question as we're wrapping things up.
Who said we're wrapping things up?
I don't know. I guess figured y'all do 2 hours.
We do.
Yeah. So do you think that this movie could be a Jacob's Ladder scenario?
That he was dead all along.
Right. Either he went through with the suicide in the beginning, or in the airplane crash.
Wait, because that's what the gray means. The gray in Catholic terms is a reference to purgatory, which fits right in with the idea of it being purgatory, that they are in the gray, that they are just dead and they don't know it. And each one, when they die in purgatory, is them going to wherever they're going. But I think this movie is so fucking beautiful. And I get so emotional when he talks about certain things, reciting that simple fucking poem, man. That fucking poem that his dad supposedly wrote. Once more into the fray. Great fucking little poem. I love the suicide note.
St. Crispin Day. Once more onto the breach.
Yep. Well, that's immediately with those words you associate it to St. Crispin's Day speech by Henry V. But I love that he's been carrying this letter with him. And it's only now in this final moments he did. And it's so funny because Anima's getting so frustrated in this scene. She goes, they're fucking stumps. You can only get the stumps when people cut them down. You know, she's like ranting about it.
There's one tree stump in the middle of fucking nowhere, which makes no sense because nobody goes out to just cut down one tree.
Then you find out it does make sense because he sees it.
Yep. And the marking on the tree. Well,
that was so confusing because I was like, wait, when did Gary stop talking and when did, because you sounded so much like her. It was 1 for 1. I was like,
don't say that in front of her. She gets so angry. She says I make her sound retarded when I do her. We had a deal, man, though. You'll like this one. She says, I'm tired of you talking like me. And I said, okay, well, how about every time I'm talking, saying something you said instead of imitating you, I will then imitate Arnold Schwarzenegger. She goes, I'm fine with that. And then I did it during a show, and I started making Arnold do sex talk. And she goes, no, I'm done.
No. Yeah, I know. I reject that immediately upon hearing it.
She rejected it too. She goes, nope, stop.
I do this.
It's a suicide note, Gambit. It's not a letter from his daughter. It's a suicide note. We don't even know whether he has a kid. We just know he
It's
has
a
he
one.
letter to his dead wife. That is a letter to his dead wife, not his daughter, his dead wife. And he's writing a letter to her, and because he's planning to end it. And
You actually see him kneeling in the snow with a rifle in his mouth.
Oh, that scene
Yes.
is almost like the one in Cold Pursuit.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know, he's a devoutly Catholic guy, and you'll find Catholicism in so many of his fucking movies, including this one. And I find it interesting that he gravitates to that. You know, he likes that. And he's played two missionaries. One he did in the movie The Mission back in '86 with De Niro. And then he did Silence.
I could not get into that movie. I wanted to get into it.
I watched it and I had to fast forward through so much of it because I'm like, oh my God. It's look, we talked about Martin Scorsese and
Yeah.
that's a film where Scorsese, and you got to understand, Martin Scorsese was in seminary. He was going to be a priest. And so he is drawn to Catholic stories too. And what you get there is basically, this is what happened after Shogun. This is what happened because that shogunate made Catholicism and Christianity illegal in Japan. And you had to deny your faith if you were going to stay there. If you didn't deny it, you were either ejected or killed, and killed in horrible fucking ways, which they show. You watched it, so you know what I'm talking about, man. I mean,
I don't even think I finished it, bro.
It's at the beginning, the first scene.
I don't remember
Liam's
it at all.
character is
I just remember not
made
liking
to
it.
watch. He was made to watch some of the Christians that he had been working with, Japanese Christians, be crucified at the beach and having this hard
I think I
fucking
remember.
ocean come in on him. I mean, oh my fucking God. Ripped apart by water. Oh.
By the way, the Hulu series, was it Shogun?
Shogun was good. The new one. I loved it.
Phenomenal.
We did like a whole show, like for weeks on that show together with Zach's from. You know.
I know Zach. Of course, I know Zach.
Yeah,
bro.
you were just on his show.
I'm on the show almost every week.
Yeah, you were on there this last one, and I watched the opening of it till I fell asleep. And you lulled me to sleep, man.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Technically, he's a missionary, a third time in Kingdom of Heaven. I've often said that there was a fan theory for Kingdom of Heaven of who Liam was, that he was an angel.
No, not Liam. It's the other guy.
I thought it was Liam's character. That was
it's the priest. He's a priest. He's a doctor. Because we just watched this like a week ago. When Orlando Bloom gets knocked out by those guys, by those two dudes or whatever, and he's laying there, the guy shows up and touches him on the temple, and Orlando Bloom comes to, but he's not there anymore.
When he wakes up, yeah,
but he's not there anymore, right? But I think it's undermined that what you see is decapitated head later on in the movie.
That's crazy, yeah. Now, the version I saw was the long cut.
The director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
The director's cut is the only one I've seen. I haven't seen.
It's the only one you should see.
And look, I love the sword fighting, but my problem with that is the same problem I have with his Robin Hood film, which was fucking up history. I mean, fucking up in a weird fucking way to where it's like, you're not even in the ballpark of the right timeline of these characters doing what they're doing, and also misrepresenting what the Crusades were. And because he's in that ilk that likes to blame the West for the Crusades. It's like, go back and read your fucking history, dickhead.
That is true. Yeah,
it's not what happened.
Yeah, I agree with all that, but I still really like the movie.
I also like the Robin Hood film.
Yeah, I like the Robin Hood film.
It's the first Robin Hood film that mentions one of the greatest historical figures from that time was William Marshall, the single greatest knight who ever lived. We wouldn't have Magna Carta. Without Magna Carta, we would have no constitution.
We would have figured it out on our own. We're American.
We stole. Really, we stole from Magna Carta.
We improved it.
The slideshow doesn't have the after credit scene.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, really?
Martin, you son of a bitch.
We probably should go over it, though.
Leave him alone, okay?
I would like to go over because I have mixed feelings about it.
Hold on. I'm going to open the video up on my screen here, and I'll take a snapshot of it. So,
I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just after the credits, you see him laying on the Black Wolf, the alpha.
Yeah, and the wolf is still breathing, just as the first wolf that you see in the movie, just before it dies. But I don't know. I think they both kill. They kill.
I think they're dying.
But yeah, both of them are dying.
But the point is, they're both still alive.
Well, no, I think they only show like a single breath, like their last breath.
No. The wolf is the wolf is dying. The wolf is checking out. The thing is, you don't know what happens to him.
Well, he's in the middle of nowhere in fucking wet clothes. Of course, he's going to die too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the other wolves aren't like, well, I guess he's our leader now. You know what I mean? They're
oh my God. That's the end of the movie, is that he's now Tarzan of the wolves.
Well, with the first wolf, after he shoots him, the wolf is lying in the snow dying, and he puts his hand in his fur on his back, and it's always like, it's almost as if he feels bad. Like, it sucks that I have to kill you, but this is my job. This is not a moment of triumph. This is more like, I'm sorry, but I had to do this.
And I get all the criticisms with the wolves don't act like that. Why would you leave the plane and all that? But
they're a metaphor. It's purely metaphor.
Yeah. It's just a phenomenal.
Well, it's also little shit. Like when the black dude dies from pneumonia, or is dying from pneumonia. He's not dead yet. And he gets all dizzy and then hallucinates and shit. And one of the guys is asking, what's going on with him?
There you go.
Another guy says, yeah, he has got hypoxia from the altitude. And I'm like, bullshit. The further north you go, the least high the trees can grow. With Alaska, it's like less than a kilometer. Nobody gets altitude sickness from being up one.
Yeah, but he also has. But doesn't he also have sickle cell anemia?
Well, I thought
he has all kinds of shit
too, because he was wheezing. He was sick and wheezing pretty early, and I'm sitting there going, he's hypoxic because the alveoli fills up with mucus. And here's what's horrifying. This is the horrifying part of this dying this way, because I've done this. This is what I had to deal with in the medical field. A lot. People dying from this is their lungs filled with fluid, mucus, that allows the air in, but then traps it to where you can't expel the CO2. And that's how you fucking die. You're not. It's like you can take in a breath, but you can't let it out until you hit a point where you can't even breathe in anymore. And it's one of the most horrible fucking ways to die.
It's like drowning.
Way too many people.
That's my biggest fear, is to drown. It seems so horrible.
It's painful.
I'd rather be burnt again.
Oh, I don't want that, man. I don't want you getting burned.
It's not that bad. I don't recommend it, but I'm immune to fire now, so that's cool. Because when you get exposed
I'm immune to
things,
fire. You,
I don't think so.
Try that out.
I have absorbed its power.
Yeah, you get shit on me, man. I'll say this: there's more evidence for me to be immortal than not.
Oh my god!
I think you're seeing it from the wrong point of view.
Yeah, I think I've seen it right. That's what I took away from it.
If anybody ever asks why I'm friends with Mad Mardigan, that's your answer.
I'm not going to tell you how much time I've spent trying to manipulate flames, like I'm the Human Torch or the X-Men one.
I'm the god of fire. I'm the god of fire.
Yeah. It didn't work though. Fuck, man.
It hasn't worked yet.
Yeah, I don't think I may have not had a high enough percentage, because I was burnt like 35% of my body, but I think at 40% I would be able to control fire.
Oh my god!
I call bullshit on that. That are just excuses. You don't have enough
Hey,
faith.
bring me a lighter.
No,
I'm
tell
kidding.
her no.
I'm kidding. Oh, she
No, I
knows. She
think-
knows me. She's not going to respond to that.
I think Matt is like Rincewind now, where Death goes, I just don't know how to get that guy. He keeps escaping from me.
Yeah, immortal.
I don't know if you know this world.
Oh,
I do not know who that is, but whoever that is can go fuck themselves. Gambit, I'm just telling you, man.
Just
Yeah,
stop
you're right.
bringing up the
Whatever.
critics. We don't care.
Whatever, Queen. Whatever, Queen. You're right there, Queen Victoria. Mutation of fire. Yeah, the mutation of fire. But this is the final shot right here of the wolf and him laying on the wolf, dying together. And I do like that. And I don't know about you, that poem by his dad, I fucking love that
great.
poem.
Yeah, it's great. I will say, because I do think there is a way you could look at this as a Jacob's Ladder type movie, but one of my favorite Jacob's Ladder movie is probably going to be Shazam with Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, I remember that movie. Yeah,
right. Because the kid is being chased by bullies and then falls down the elevator shaft. That motherfucker's dead. Everything after that was just him, wishing that he had a genie to change his life and shit as he dies at the bottom of this elevator shaft.
I've got to go back and watch it because I don't remember anything about that movie, but I do remember the.
It's all Jacob's Ladder.
And it's not Shazam. If anybody misheard him.
Oh wait, Kazam.
Kazam. Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of the other movie that didn't come out, but it really did come out with what's his name from fucking First Kid, from House Guest.
Oh shit,
Sinbad. Yeah, the Sinbad genie movie
where he's a genie. Yep, I remember that one.
No, you don't, because it never came out.
Oh, I thought it did. I thought that was one of them that did.
Nope.
Yeah, the Shaquille O'Neal one.
No, the Sinbad one, that's a Mandela thing, bro.
Hey, man, don't bring race into this.
No, Mandela. Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
Is he fucking with me? You know the Mandela effect, right?
Totally fucking with you.
Yo, that Mandela effect. That's just real, bro.
That's what I hear, man.
Nah, people create false memories.
The fuck all of us?
What is this, Blade Runner? You talking about Blade Runner now, Martin? Creating memories?
Yeah.
Memories. You're talking about memories. I do like that scene in Blade Runner when Deckard figures out what he's talking about. So Liam Neeson is just fantastic in this film, and I'm serious. I couldn't see anybody else in this role. Really couldn't. He is like a one of a kind kind of actor.
Yeah,
it's like, and it shocks me how funny he can be, and I enjoyed the crap out of that stupid fucking Naked Gun movie.
Oh, I never watched it, man.
Where he's the son of Liam Neeson. He's the son of what's his name? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot his name, the actor. Anyway, and the other actor is George Kennedy's son. And then the funny is shown in the trailer where O.J. Simpson's son is looking up at the photo of his father, and he's like, looks at the camera. Not going to do it. Leslie Nielsen, thanks to you, bud. Hey, buddy. Reed says, we need to go back to the world where it did come out. We don't. Oh, yeah, we need to go back to that.
Yeah, man, it's that Higgs-Biden collider, bro. The shit put us on the wrong timeline.
Yeah, man, fuck shit up, man. I want to go back into the world where it's the Berenstein.
Berenstein, not the Berenstein.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Fucking weird. I want to go back to the Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia.
Yeah, right? Like that.
I believe
me
it.
up to the day.
I remember it.
Yes, we all do.
The cornucopia.
Because it was real.
Oh my God, the burrito. I mean, he's like fucking eating it. He's got fiery shits, goes to the bathroom. He's got to shoot it, use a gun to get into the bathroom because there's a line. goes in there and shits. What does he do? He gets out and he gets another fucking burrito. It's like, why? Let's see. 2026 is definitely ass. Look, man, we lost too many amazing people in the first 5 months of this year.
Wait, real quick. So, a couple of guys and a couple of other YouTubers, we were working on this animated thing called Puddin' and Putter, where it was going to be OJ and Bill Cosby on a golf course, right? And they would be solving crimes together, like they're detectives, but it would be all celebrity crimes, like when one of the episodes would be them trying to figure out who took a shit in Johnny Depp's golf shoe. Right?
Right.
It was going to be called Puddin' and Putter.
Puddin' and Putter.
Yep.
Oh my God. For some reason, that reminds me of the 2 Stormtroopers.
Nobody's still that. I may make that one day.
No, you need to. I created a show and I actually did the animation for it. It's really animated and voiced by my buddy Mac, called The Chris Walken Show, where he has a talk show like The Tonight Show. And you're aware of the fact that there's fucked up shit going on because Adam Sandler is his sidekick and he's chained to the chair. He's not allowed to get out. First guest is Sean Connery. And try to remember. Oh, and Jack Black is the band leader for the show. And all of them have made deals with the devil. The premise was that along the lines, you begin to wonder if Chris Walken is actually the devil on the show. And Mac did a wonderful job voicing it. We did it through Flash animation because I could do Flash animation, but then I got tired of that, didn't like it, so I went back and did more traditional animation. It was hand drawn. I drew it, and went to a program called Sony. It was owned by Sony at the time. I forgot the name of the fucking program. What's it called? Vegas Pro. Sony Vegas Pro, which is a film and video editing program. And I went in there frame by frame, just started doing animation with it. And we did about a 6-minute video. And I liked it. But, the full edited version's gone. All I have is the partially edited one. Goes all the way through. But the animation drops out of it because it was the first run at it and I didn't like it. And that was the one done in Flash. It was too hard to do Flash animation. It was easier to do traditional animation where you do change the mouth. You're just constantly replacing the mouth with the next vowel or consonant, and it was easier to do it that way, the more traditional way, than trying to do it with Flash. It's like somebody says, why do something and make it complicated when, doing the old way is actually the easier way. And I found that to be one of the cases because I like doing animation. I would like to do traditional animation. I always have. I like doing it, but I can never find people to work with. Really impossible to fucking find people with similar interests like that. And when they do, they've got 1.6 billion of their own projects that they want to work on. They don't want to work with anybody. They just want to work on their weird pet project that will never, ever get done or be released. And whereas I will release stuff when I finish it. I may go back and finish that animation and just play it, let you watch it. You might enjoy it. You might. It was a promo video for a show. And the whole idea was to see if people would be interested, but this is before YouTube. Like all we had was MySpace, that fucking weird ass fucking place.
Did you guys know that when you get tagged in the private chat, it gives you, there we go.
Well,
dang it, Martin.
We should wrap.
Yeah.
What? Is that what that is? Because I saw it show up on the screen.
On the screen? No. What are you talking about?
It
Check
showed
the
up on my
private chat,
screen.
Gary. Just check it.
I'm in there.
Why are you adding me?
Rating?
I'm just fucking around to see if it would pop up on my screen again. Because when you tagged us, it showed up on my screen.
I'm never gonna eat.
Well, if I understand correctly, 35% of you is barbecue, so it might be tasty right now.
Wow, too far.
Too far. Just so you know, I love that kind of dark humor. I hung around
Of
a lot of
course.
disabled, wounded veterans, and one of the first things I ever did when I was for military stuff, when I was working for Dale back in 2006, I did this little cartoon that shows these guys playing basketball in wheelchairs, and like one of them has he's missing an arm and he has to throw the shot one-handed. He turns and does a like quasi layup, but it's from a fucking wheelchair, and he makes the shot and his teammate goes phantom limb high five, and the guy throws up his stump, and I'm like, only fucking veterans would fucking laugh at that. Nobody else would. Everybody go, oh, that's awful. Phantom limb high five. That's horrible.
That's funny.
I just don't get. I just look at people like that. You right? You not agree that was funny?
No, it's great.
I never published it. I sent it as a gift to all my veteran friends: Dale Dye, John Del Vecchio, and Jeff Searcy, who used to be one of the heads over at Wounded Warrior Project, which you and I still haven't had that conversation.
Fuck the
He
Wounded
left
Warrior
them.
Project.
He left them for a reason.
Don't get me upset. I'm trying to go get some food.
I'm just telling you, he left for a reason. And he went down to Florida and started doing what he does now, which is evangelical work. And it's sort of like TED Talking, where he goes out there and lectures how to be more positive and proactive in your life. And he walked away from that whole thing. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him, because it started out with a great idea. And then what happened was
like so many things,
a money-making scheme that money. Where's the money going? Where's it going? Because some of it's not going to the fucking families, and it's not going to the wounded.
And on that note, I'm heading out. I'm starving.
Oh,
thank you for having me. It's always fun. I like that I'm able to jump on when I see something that piques my interest. I wanted to come in for
we're doing Cold Storage.
That I like that movie a lot. I liked it a lot more than probably most people did.
Join us tomorrow, because I love that fucking movie, and so did Anima. That was a lot of fun.
Well, no, we haven't watched it yet,
Stranger
Gary.
Things.
All we've seen is the trailer. I still need to watch the movie.
Oh wait, that's
enough.
fantasy. That's fantasy Anima that saw it with me.
Yeah,
She's always
absolutely.
naked. Always naked. What are you doing?
Okay.
Hit the button.
I'm
Hit the
out.
fucking
Guys.
button, Gary.
I would
And
stay
what?
afterwards, but I can't. I'm starving. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Right.
Oh, it's always good. Later, buddy. Bye, everybody. We're out of here.
See you tomorrow.
Martin.
Bye. I said it before.
Yeah, but it doesn't count till after I say it. Just so you know.
Goodness.
All right.
The
Fuck
diva.
everybody.
Bye.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.